evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and welcome to Music Madness 2021. This is where we find out who, in all of music history, is the greatest composer of the current year. Now, that doesn't make much sense, but after a whopper of the year we had in 2020, who cares much about making sense? Who's with me, am I right? I mean, after the famous saying goes, if it ain't Baroque, then it was probably written by more experimental composers after 1760. As you've probably come to realize, tonight's competition features not only composers who have long since expired, but our antics this evening are sure to have them rolling over in their musical graves. And now, from the capital city of Indiana, are you ready, Music Madness fans? This one going out live to the millions watching around the world from the Performing Arts Wing of Brebeuf Jesuit Preparatory School. Let's get ready to drum roll! Again, ladies and gentlemen, our competition begins with a clash of musical titans, Ludwig van Beethoven and Gustav Mahler. Although Beethoven died and was laid to rest 33 years before Mahler's birth, these two have been going at it for centuries in concerts all over the world. Both considered masters of the symphony, Mahler outwrote Beethoven when he put the finishing touches on his monumental 10th symphony, surpassing Beethoven's famous 9. So we begin round 1 with the penultimate of 6 movements from Mahler's 3rd Symphony, What the Angels Tell Me. An impressive showing by Mahler here in the first round, but Beethoven has a leg up on good old Gustav in that his well-respected works include not only his 9 symphonies, but also several piano sonatas, which are standards in any serious pianist's repertoire. At age 27, Ludwig composed the gem of a piano piece known as the Pathetique Sonata. The middle installment of the 3 movements work Adagio Cantabile, or Slowly and Singingly, contains one of the most recognizable and quotable melodies in all of Beethoven's work. Let's get back to the playing field for the Camerata Orchestra's rendition of Adagio Cantabile, Beethoven's Pathetique Sonata. It looks like it's going to be Beethoven here in round 1, moving in with that sneaky, lovely little tune. But if he's going to make it much further in tonight's competition, we need to hear some of those dark, powerful music from his go-to format, the symphony. We'll see what Beethoven can bring to the next round, but for now, let's introduce our next matchup. Both of these competitors hail from the middle of the 19th century, and in fact died only 2 years apart. One in 1881, the other in 1883. Modest Mussorgsky was a Russian composer, perhaps well known for his creepy piece often heard at Halloween time, Night on a Bald Mountain. His competitor this evening is the musical supervillain Richard Wagner, the German-born composer who spent much of his life displaying musical genius, being promoted to a prominent and well-paying position, then getting wrapped up in some sort of political uprising, being exiled, rinse, wash, repeat, Wagner. But out of his troubled and tumultuous life came some of the most beautiful music the world has ever seen. Actually, hold on a second, I'm getting word that Richard has entered the building and appears to be rehearsing with some members of the band. Let's check it out.
Do you play drums? Did I ask you to start playing?
And then Brandon said more cowbell, and you should have seen the crowd. I think they were coming in from the doors, they were all waiting for that part, and I just, it was, what was that?
Are you kidding me? Been trying for almost a year now to get that taken away.
Well, that was something. We'll have to see how that plays out, but first, here is Modest Mussorgsky's Ukrainian Dance. Well, that's certainly going to be hard to beat, but let's see what Wagner can do. If you remember back to last year's competition, Richard advanced all the way to the final round before falling to Gustav Holst in the championship match. For his opening performance, he put forth the Grand March from his opera Tannhauser, and tonight he will open with another tune from the same opera, Pilgrim's Chorus. And advancing to round 2 is Modest Mussorgsky. I'll be honest, I was hoping to see Wagner put out of his musical misery. Good music and all, the guy's kind of a jerk. Did you see what he did to that cowbell? Let's see if we can go to the ground for some player commentary on what's happening. Take it away.
Upset in today's lineup, it's speculated that the entire viola section was out of tune. What are your thoughts?
Well, if you think Mussorgsky's going to win, then you know nothing about music, and you yourself have no idea about anything about intonation.
Okay, why did you unfollow Mr. Lee on Twitter last night?
I don't have time for this. I have to go practice.
Really good stuff there. In the next round, we have the grandfather of all classical music, known for his cantatas as well as his violin sonatas and the ever-popular cello suites. Johann Sebastian Bach is the face of classical music, working at a feverish pace all of his life. Bach turned out body of work that would make any other composer here tonight blush with shame. He faces off with the reigning Music Madness champion, Gustav Holst. Holst delivered a simply unbeatable performance in the finals last year with his first suite in E-flat. Bach definitely has his work cut out for him, but rumor has it he's got a trick or two up his sleeve, and maybe delivering a melody of tunes in an attempt to knock off the returning champ. Let's get back to the stage and see what Johann has for us tonight. Okay, that was a strong showing here in the first... Wait, what's that? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I seem to be getting a word from backstage. Some of the musicians have beef. Tell them I already had dinner. What? Not that kind of beef. There's a fight going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. There appears to be some tension between some of the musicians backstage. I don't know if we should show you this. If you've got kids in the room, this would be a good time to turn the TV off for a second. sorry you had to see that. But hopefully we can move on now to our reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Gustav Holst, with his performance of 3 of the 8 movements from his most well-known work, The Planets. These 3 movements include Mars, the bringer of war, Venus, the bringer of peace, and Jupiter, the bringer of jollity. I think we could all use some peace and jollity here in the band room, but will it be enough for Holst to take down Bach's blockbuster of a melody? Stay tuned and find out. looks like it's going to be Bach just barely squeaking out a victory over Gustav. I personally was quite impressed with the planets, but I suppose the scoreboards had a different opinion. Next up, we have the American composer from the early 1900s, Henry Fillmore, matched up against the Russian giant, Peter Tchaikovsky. Throughout his life, Fillmore published over 250 works, and was concerned that flooding the market with his own name and music might tire out both performers and listeners. So instead he used a whole collection of pseudonyms associated with different styles and grade levels of his compositions. Fillmore himself explained Harold Bennett was easy and non-progressive. Al Hayes was a little more difficult. Will Huff was usually easy, and Henry Fillmore could be the easiest marches or the most difficult. Tonight we'll hear Courage, published under the name Harold Bennett. After that, we'll hear Tchaikovsky's dark and mysterious March Slav, as these two composers from different ends of the globe compete in the Battle of the Marches. Tchaikovsky advances to round 2 as we wrap up the first round of play this evening. Before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to say a huge thank you to our audio-video crew, who without tonight would not have been possible. They're too busy being behind the camera right now, but we want to bring a little bit of attention to the incredible hard work of these students and staff members, for everything that they've done tonight to make this evening what it is. Now, moving right along into the semifinals, we have Beethoven facing off with modest Mussorgsky. As we were all hoping for, we're going to hear the second movement from Beethoven's Second Symphony. One has to wonder if that's a great choice, given that it's one of the more odd second movements out there, but at the Seventh Symphony's premiere in 1812, it apparently struck a chord with the audience, who demanded it be played again as the encore. A solid effort from Beethoven here in the second round of Music Madness. He's got his work cut out for him, though, as Mussorgsky seems to be pulling out all the stops with a multi-movement rendition of his Pictures at an Expedition. Now, this is a controversial play by Modest, since he didn't actually compose the orchestral version of this piece. This piano suite of 10 movements composed by Mussorgsky in 1874 is based on a set of paintings and the viewer's experience of strolling through the display and being immersed in each one. It wasn't until 1922 that the composer Maurice Ravel transcribed the work for the full orchestra. While I'm not certain to argue the legalities of what is happening tonight, I can tell you that you'll hear movements from the promenade, or walking music, the gnome, the old castle, the hut of Baba Yaga, and the Great Gate of Kiev. Mussorgsky's rightly predicted the Beethoven match in an interview with Dick Vitale over the weekend and has been conducting interviews to piece together the right lineup to take down his German nemesis. We have some exclusive footage from inside the interview room, so we'll take you to that now from the office of Modest Mussorgsky just a few days ago.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm a little manipulative. It's fine. I talk over everyone. I don't listen in class. I don't do my homework. Just the basics.
Yeah.
A little repetitive too,
Do you play the clarinet?
Nope.
Trumpet?
Nope.
Violin?
Nope.
Tuba?
Nope.
So, what do you do?
Look at TikTok and Instagram the whole time.
Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I do TikTok and Instagram.
What instrument do you play?
Viola.
Get out.
No, I'm manipulative. I don't listen to Mr. Lee at all. I also have a D in this class. I'm a little repetitive, repetitive.
Yeah.
I just talk over everyone, you know what I mean? Like, over you two.
That's nice.
Like now. Yeah.
So, what do you like from Starbucks?
I get a double espresso, venti, half soy, non-fat decaf, organic chocolate brownie ice, vanilla double shot, gingerbread frappuccino, extra hot with foam whipped cream, upside down, double blended, one sweet and low, one NutraSweet and ice.
Okay.
This is Maren. She's trying to find someone who knows how many twists it takes to tune her cello.
Quick, how many twists does it take to tune my cello? Hey, how many twists does it take to tune my cello?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hey, how many twists does it take to tune my cello?
Let's find out. I guess it's like 2.
How many twists does it take to tune Maren's cello? The world may never know. Cello Tuning is the proud sponsor of Music Madness 2021.
No, it's going great. Yeah, you would not believe what they are paying me for this gig. Absolutely ludicrous. No, easy. I stand here, I say a couple words, talking to a microphone, you know the deal. Yeah, no. The music, phenomenal tonight. Tell you what, this band can really play. The director, on the other hand, has made some pretty questionable decisions. I don't want to get into it right now. We can talk later. No, it's fine. I don't go live into... And welcome back to Music Madness 2021. Well, at last, an interesting break has led us to the return of the action here as Modest Mussorgsky takes an aim at Ludwig von Beethoven, wielding his ever-popular Pictures at an Expedition. Despite a thrilling rendition of Pictures, Mussorgsky falls to Beethoven. That leaves Ludwig in the final round, awaiting the results of the next semifinal of Bach versus Tchaikovsky. We've already seen some indications that Peter will be marshalling a tune from his ballet Swan Lake. Given the overwhelming drama and romanticism in Tchaikovsky's music, I think it's a pretty smart play for Bach to take it down a notch here with his Air on a G-string piece. How to say, it's simply sublime. Step aside, Tchaikovsky. Bach just serenaded his way into the finals. And here we are once again at the finals of yet another historical evening of musical competition. It all comes down to this moment. Years of training, countless hours behind the piano, pen in hand, composing by candlelight, centuries of performances. All of it culminating right here, in front of your very eyes. A full year of music madness. We've seen it come together, folks. The title match to end all title matches. But before we bring you these competitors, we're going to need to have a coin toss to see who will go first.
Welcome to the final round of Bach versus Beethoven. We'll be having a coin toss to decide who goes first in the final round. Beethoven has won the toss. Let's call him to see what he wants to do.
You got Kaplan. Yeah. Mr. Kaplan, mathematics teacher. Yeah. No. I don't compose orchestra. No. Who's your child? They sure could use some help orchestrating a better grade. You know what I mean? No. No, I was making light of the situation, of course. No, you're right. They're fantastic. Yeah, no, you can reach him at extension 108. Yeah, take care.
Yellow. What? I won the toss? Alright. I'll go second.
Beethoven has said that he wants Bach to go first in the final round.
Okay, with that, we're just gonna have to go with Johann Sebastian Bach and his Sleeper's Wake. You're gonna get in trouble.
Right, here we go. Andrew, timpani, Sean, bass drum, Aaron, bells, Corinne, crash cymbals, Drew, suspended cymbal.
What about me, Mr. Lee?
Oh, Jack, triangle.
Again? Really, Mr. Lee? What the heck, man? Again, Mr. Lee? Ah. Again? Jack! No! I hate triangle!
Jack! No!
What the heck?
Think of the children! Oh my God!
Ah! Triangle!
One and two and 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 one and two
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the main event. Making his way to the ring, all the way from Vienna, born in Bonn, Germany, on the banks of the Rhine, Ludwig van Beethoven. You've heard of Haydn. You've heard of Mozart. And now, making his appearance for the first time on the stage, Ludwig! If you thought his first symphony was good, you wait till you hear his ninth. The second one even better. We all remember the beloved Symphony No. 5. But tonight, treat your ears to Symphony No. 9.
I don't think
to the banner.
Here he comes now, approaching the ring. Beethoven ready for a rumble. There's just one who stands between him and his crown. Get out of the way, Mozart. This stage is for Beethoven. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The one, the only, Ludwig van Beethoven!